Well, it was a great game between two good teams. I thought both teams obviously played very hard. I thought our kids stayed resilient all the way to the end to give us a opportunity right there. It just seemed like at the end of the day, like once we get it tied up, we just couldn't get the lead. In the first overtime, we couldn't get the lead. In the second overtime, we just couldn't get the lead. We could never get the lead to get any separation on our end. And so because of that, I mean, we're just continuing to fight back and fight back and fight back, and you exert a lot of energy when that happens. And fatigue kind of sets in a little bit too as well. A lot of girls played a lot of minutes here tonight, and it just ended up the ball going their way probably a little bit more than than went our way tonight. And unfortunately for us, we didn't come out with a win.
I felt like I had just a little bit of separation, and Coach gave me the green light, and I really had no other option but to shoot it. And so it felt good, and then it hit the rim, and I was like, oh no, but then it took a good bounce. I was like, that's going in.
Like Emily said, like that third quarter wasn't what we wanted it to be. I think we've just got to learn from this game and work harder and come out in the third quarter of the next game and play with more energy than we ever had before. And it made it difficult coming from behind, but like they said, I think we stayed resilient and kept fighting, but just couldn't get the lead. But hopefully that'll change next time. We're gonna practice hard and get that to change. I think we were moving the ball pretty good on offense, and we were hitting lots of shots, and on defense we had energy. We were flying around, getting defensive stops and rebounding and steals or whatever, and it just led to good possessions on offense.
It's kind of been our Achilles heel all year long at this point. Our third quarter's been our nemesis, honestly, and we just come out of halftime in the locker room, and we've had just some third quarter lapses where we just haven't had the same energy, the same focus, the same drive, and just the same attention to detail. And we've given that away to a lot of different teams, it seems like, so far during the course of the season. And we got to get that figured out. And as a coach, I got to do something to make it to make it where that doesn't happen anymore. I mean, I got to make sure that our team's locked in and ready to go when the third quarter starts. I mean, that's something that's very key and essential. And ultimately, that's probably what came back to get us today, was just that defensive stretch in the third quarter where we just couldn't. We didn't have it. We didn't have it man. We didn't have it in zone. We couldn't get a stop, and we just weren't connected and together, anything like that. And it's probably what cost us the game after building such a good lead in the first half. Oh, I think so. I mean, you probably ask everybody. You probably ask anybody that's played in this game, and all the coaches that have coached in this game. I think that's ultimately what Emporia State and Washburn is all about. Is games like this. I don't think it ever really matters what each other's record is or if they're ranked or not ranked. I mean, it's an intense rivalry, and players make plays and make shots, and their players made some plays. Our players made some great plays too as well. And unfortunately for us on our end, we just didn't come out on top.